So you have 7 kind of areas of focus, and they're all kind of inverses of the deadly sins.
Yeah, loosely.
Loosely. So feed the hungry instead of gluttony.
Right.
So how do you kind of, that's a broad range of focus. Like how do you of keep a focus on each or give equal attention to each?
It's really hard. The thing that's really challenging about that too is you'll have retailers that gravitate towards, you know, a couple causes more than others. And so, you know, as you're kind of the parent, you see, you know, one of these causes over here kind of getting left off, or so we constantly have to fight to try to keep those up. And you know, like you take Hope for Peace, for instance, Children of War. It's a, you know, for a lot of large retailers, that's a touchy subject. So it's trying to get them to a place where you maybe start them out on a hunger initiative and you build that rapport with them, and then you kind of that 200 level class, you know, model. You come back to them as you build that relationship, and you go, hey, have you ever seen what's going on with, you know, these Children of War? And, you know, it'd be really great if we did something with this product in your stores. And, you know, it's not always the case, but it's building that trust and that relationship.
So educating your retailers is really as important as your ultimate customers.
And you know, they'll ask us, we'll make a recommendation, you know, something that we should start with, and so we'll help them out with that, and try to work that. And then but at the end of the day, we just have to keep building, educate them to get involved in these other areas. Have
you seen retailers go beyond just selling the product, like doing any kind of marketing or any kind of, I don't know, events or anything like that?
Caribou has. You know, we've been with them for coming up on 2 years this summer. And so they've been a phenomenal partner, and I have top-to-top relationships with the CEO, and they have adopted it in a way where they do events outside of the products that they sell, volunteer events, concert events. They give us a lot of really prime point of sale merchandising, messaging in store. So they've taken it a step further. And you know, I think that with HMS Host, the airport retailer, they're taking it a step further, and they're putting it out as part of when they're bidding on an airport. So like, let's say LAX comes up for bid, they're actually putting Project 7 in their RFP, which, you know, stands for Request for Proposal, as part of,
as like
and so they're saying, this is why you should go with us, you know, here's our efforts to try to do more than just sell products. So that's kind of you know, that's kind of been interesting. And then, you know, like on the coffee thing, it's been kind of cool. I mean, you know, we've kind of targeted a lot of churches, but we've got like a school here in Florida that's a public school that it's a student body president and a vice president of the student body have kind of said, we want Project 7 coffee for the whole school. So they're going to do coffee for 1,400 students, and they're trying to work with the cafeteria so that they don't make the cafeteria angry. And they're taking it on past, you know, what it would just be as a program and doing stuff more across the student body. So that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. That's really neat. We talked for a minute just kind of about quality of product. How do you, like, what does it look like to choose the coffees or the gums? Or like, how do you kind of work with the manufacturers or the distributors to kind of make those decisions?
The coffee, we probably spent a lot of time on, because that is a really, you know, gum and mints and that kind of thing can be more impulsive, but coffee is a little...
Yeah, people think a lot of their coffee.
They do.
From where it comes from to obviously what it tastes like. So
they do, and there's a lot of brand loyalty in that. It was important for us to not compromise on you know, things that aligned with our causes, in the sense that, you know, the only coffee that we source is all of it's organic. So a lot of times you'll see coffees that some are organic in a lineup, some aren't.
Right.
All of ours are organic
and
as a baseline.
Fair trade.
And then all of them are fair trade or direct trade.
Okay.
So that was kind of,
sure.
That was our brand promise. But then we went a step further, and I mean, we have like one of the original Hall of Fame roast masters in the Coffee Guild of America that cup scored all of our coffee and helped us source all the right coffees and pick different regions and different profiles so that we could have coffees that were for a consumer that really liked a darker roast, to people who liked more of a medium roast, to people that want to even go on past that, and all sorts of citrus notes. And we wanted for a really robust line in the coffee. So we spent a lot of time going through that, and then the coffee is roasted in the only LED certified roasting facility in the country. So from a sustainability story, that's kind of a neat one.
Yeah, that's great.
And then we went a step further. A lot of people don't realize this, but coffee bags aren't recyclable. So you think they are, but you look at them and it's plastic and foil, and unless they're separated. So we came up with a canister that was unique, that was already made out of 95% post-consumer products. So those kind of little things to a little more depth. Now, on the gum and the mints and that sort of thing, we go with best in class. So we will find partners out there that can make those products for us, that make those products for the biggest brands in the world. So we get all of those quality standards and flavor enhancements. We get the benefit of them because they're making them for X and Y. And so our customers, they don't have to give up on anything as far as a quality standard goes.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what's next?
I think we're going to just we're just going to hang out for a little bit. We're going to focus and really try to be good stewards of what we've been given, and really try to grow the airport and Walmart and Caribou and these partnerships. Do a really good job with them, and the products that we have. So I don't think you'll see any new products in 2011. I think we've got some other retail opportunities that are coming down the pipe that will roll out that are exciting, but we're going to kind of just focus on, which is hard because I got a call from Whole Foods the other day that they wanted us to look at making a chapstick for them. And my nature, I'm like, yes, we can do it. Let's go do it. And then your team looks at you and is like, hey, didn't you just say we were going to focus? And we're like, yeah, that's probably right. We're not ready to roll out a chapstick. That kind of. If we're going to do it, we need to do it right. Yeah. So we're going to try to focus.
Okay.
That's the goal.
Good.
Yeah, that's the hope. So.